In 2021, high school student Annie Keller was living in Alaska, actively searching for a way to earn money from home. She wanted a remote side hustle, but she needed a model that didn't require buying equipment, hoarding inventory, or taking on massive financial risk. This flowchart illustrates what she found: print on demand. The mechanics are remarkably simple. You design a product and place it in a digital storefront. When a customer buys it, a separate factory prints the item and ships it directly to the buyer. You never touch a single box. She immediately tried explaining this to her parents. Telling them she planned to sell products she would never actually manufacture or hold sounded, in her own words, like a total scam. Their skepticism makes complete sense. Traditional retail demands upfront capital and physical stock. Because print-on-demand bypasses that traditional friction, it creates a dangerous illusion. People assume that because the back-end mechanics are automated, they are guaranteed an endless stream of easy, passive income. Operating on that assumption, Annie opened her first Etsy shop. She relied entirely on instinct, throwing various designs at different products to see what might stick, hoping the platform's search engine would do the heavy lifting. To figure out why traffic was slow, she submitted her shop for a critique in an online seller forum. The feedback was blunt. Experienced sellers pointed out that her designs weren't conveying what she thought they were, and her listings lacked vital context for everyday buyers. She spent 2 full years working on that initial store. After 24 months of effort, the shop had generated only around 300 total sales. The back-end systems worked exactly as promised. Printify produced and shipped the physical items flawlessly. But the idea that you can simply hit publish and get rich is false. Making the model profitable requires actively learning how to operate an e-commerce strategy. By late 2023, the 2-year plateau was taking a serious toll. Annie was spending a massive amount of time on the shop with very little financial return, and she debated walking away from the business entirely. Her perspective shifted when she attended Printify Amplify, an in-person event for e-commerce sellers. Being in a room where other merchants openly discussed their own failures, missteps, and eventual rebuilds made the idea of starting over feel viable. She made a radical decision. She ran a final closing sale, permanently shut down the 2-year-old store, and launched a brand new shop completely from scratch. Throwing away 2 years of work looks terrifying, but by purging a storefront built on early guesswork, she eliminated a flawed foundation. This allowed her to apply her hard-earned operational focus to a blank slate. She rebuilt the new business by grounding her designs in her own environment. Instead of chasing generic internet trends, she tied her products exclusively to Alaskan nature, wildlife, and the specific aesthetics of her physical surroundings. She then focused on delegating logistics. She stopped trying to guess which print providers to use for every item and handed the supply chain decisions over to Printify's automated ecosystem. This diagram illustrates how Annie utilized Printify Choice to manage her production. Instead of letting orders sit in a queue, this system automatically routes an incoming order past any busy or delayed printing facilities, sending it straight to the optimal available provider to prevent production bottlenecks. From there, she prioritized human formatting. She completely stopped writing keyword-stuffed titles aimed at Etsy's search algorithm and started writing clear, readable listings designed for the actual person pulling out their credit card. She paired those titles with highly realistic lifestyle imagery. By using Printify's natural mock-ups, specifically a color-changing mug resting on a windowsill, she proved to buyers that the product looked high quality in a real physical space. Rebuilding a solid foundation takes patience and reliable tools. If you are ready to build your own strategy, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check the links in the description to try Printify for yourself. With her systems humming, Annie deployed a counterintuitive scaling tactic: manual customer service. She personally messaged every single buyer when an order was placed, when it went into production, when it shipped, and shortly after delivery. This required an immense time investment. Even with her busy schedule, she deliberately slowed her workflow down on the weekends to sit at her computer and focus entirely on these individual conversations. The return on that time was measurable. Buyers who initially planned to leave low ratings changed their minds and left positive reviews purely because of her thoughtful follow-ups. She also responded publicly to every review to show future visitors exactly how she handled issues. In an e-commerce ecosystem dominated by mass-produced listings and automated replies, taking the time to provide high-touch human communication proves to be a highly effective and profitable way to stand out. The financial results of the reset validated her strategy. In her old store, summer sales used to completely flatline. With the new approach, her income stabilized year-round, positioning her perfectly to capture heavy holiday demand in Q4. During that first Q4, a customer in Canada ordered a mug and a pillow. Annie sent a manual message thanking him and letting him know the items were in production. He wrote back. He told her the designs reminded him of exactly when and where he first met his wife in college, back in the 1970s. That interaction demonstrates the actual impact of a well-aligned niche. Annie could provide something personally significant to a stranger in Canada, while the back end handled every step of the physical delivery. For anyone just starting out, Annie's playbook is straightforward. Ignore the viral trends. Pick one specific product, root it in a single niche, and just make that good. For experienced sellers hitting a wall, the lesson is to tap into community spaces like Printify seller groups to identify blind spots, and to have the clarity to recognize when the data suggests it's time for a total reset. Print on demand strips away the physical risks of inventory and production, but you still have to supply the human connection. Check the link in the description to start your own Printify journey, and visit our website for 120 more side hustle ideas.